Good morning! So today we are doing a road trip from our home in Ramstein, Germany, all the way down to Switzerland. So we have a few fun stops along the way, and our first stop that we just made it to is... what's it called?
Where are we?
What's this called again?
Colmar.
Oh. And our first stop is Colmar.
This is in France. It's just south of Strasbourg, and it took us about 2.5 hours to get here from there. Is it right?
It's so bright. I can't open my eyes.
It took us about 2.5 hours to get here from there, and we went down a path that wasn't all toll roads, so it was like little 2-lane highways through sweet little villages all throughout France. And so it has been a beautiful drive, getting to pass by also castles up on top of hills and everything, stuff that we just don't have time to stop for yet. But this village is incredible. It's a huge city outside, but once you get to the insides, one thing that we have heard is that it's actually a lot of inspiration for Beauty and the Beast films.
The little village that's in that film.
Yeah, so
cute.
Lots of really awesome half-timber homes and just bright colors, beautiful flowers. So we're gonna walk around here for a little while and just enjoy it before we have to get on the road. We're traveling with my family, and so they have a little baby that also has to get out of the car every once in a while and run around and burn off some energy. So that's what we're gonna do here. So let's go explore this amazing little French village.
We've been to quite a few places that have these half-timbered buildings, but most of them have just been like in little pockets of the city or little parts of it. But this city, it's like the entire thing is these beautiful half-timbered buildings. We love it. So pretty.
So originally we did look into stopping in Strasbourg on the way down here, but somebody from the town that we know recommended that we actually stop into this village instead because it's a lot smaller than Strasbourg. They're saying Strasbourg today would be kind of hard to find parking, and actually we've already been to Strasbourg. We were there for Christmas last year, if you remember our videos, and it was so beautiful and amazing. But we were really excited once we recommended this village and we saw pictures of it online on Google and stuff. It just looked like a magical fairy tale place. And it truly is living up to that. And just walking through here, you smell the smells of the bakeries and everything. It smells like beautiful butter.
I can't believe it's not butter.
And pastries and stuff. So definitely highly recommend checking this out already because it is just amazingly beautiful.
We just stopped in St. Martin's Cathedral, and it is a beautiful cathedral that was built in 1235, so very, very old. It's a Gothic cathedral, and the top of it, on the roof, there's lots of beautiful tiles and beautiful just details all around the building.
We are already heading out to go back to our car because we have to get on down the road. But you could definitely spend so much more time here walking around in this really, really cool city. It's just the smells and the sights and everything are really, really, extremely French that you would expect here. And it's just a really neat city. Anyways, we have to get back on the road because we have a lot farther to go. One thing that we did notice too on our way into town was a huge Statue of Liberty replica coming into a roundabout on the way into town. And I don't think you can really get to it from downtown, but you can get to it by car depending on which way you come in. But it's here because this is also famous for being the home of the creator of the Statue of Liberty. So another little important, historical fact about Colmar. We finally made it to our Airbnb here in Lauterbrunnen. It took forever to finally make it from Colmar through Basel and through Bern to get here. We just ran into a ton of traffic, so we actually ended up getting here like right at dusk as it was turning dark. So we didn't really get to do anything as we were coming into town yet, but we will get out and do a lot more in the morning. But whenever we were driving in here, we all of a sudden remembered that we had to get a vignette, which is a little sticker that goes on the windshield of your car if you're bringing a car from outside of Switzerland, and you have to have it to drive on the streets here in Switzerland. And it costs like 40 Swiss francs just to get it, so it was pretty expensive to do it, but you have to get it. We were told that you could probably get one like 50 kilometers outside of the border before you get into Switzerland, but we weren't able to find anything where we could actually do it like at a gas station or something. So we had to get it once we got into Switzerland. So it was pretty convenient, easy to get one. Just pulled into a gas station, went in and grabbed one real quick, but we had to get back on the road because we were way behind schedule. So anyways, we're calling it a night here for tonight, and we will be back out in the morning, going to go explore a lot of this amazing location, and we're going to do some other things that we haven't done. If you've been watching our videos and you saw our videos of us here last time, almost a year ago now, but we're going to do a lot more exploring in the morning, so we will catch you guys first thing tomorrow.
Good morning. Today we woke up in beautiful Lauterbrunnen. This is one of our favorite places. So gorgeous all around. And today we are taking a gondola ride up to Mürren. And so this is a little town that there are no cars that you can drive through the city if you just walk. And so we're going to take a gondola and a train today.
So we just made up to our stop of Grootshelp. It's the first stop on the tram going up. It was 36 francs for both of us to do a round trip from here. And we're gonna hike to Mürren from here just to enjoy the nature a little bit. But the tram was packed out with people, and then they were all like cramming to get out. And then there's a train from here which will take you up to Mürren if you wanna go that way. But the views from here are incredible and supposed to get even better the farther that we hike up.
There are 3 kids, so it took her an hour 15.
I have this map that
I got a map too.
Jay just said 57 minutes.
Okay, what does it show on the map?
Because we can't do
Yeah, 3 hours, that's too long.
That's not possible.
I don't like
Oh, I'm glad we're not with major hikers.
There is our 15 minutes up
Yeah,
there.
it's right
No,
there.
that's what I
That's what I was
said.
confused about.
I'm guessing the white and red means like scenic route or something.
Last time we were here, we figured out that the signs are talking about a walking pace. The time they give you is a slow walking pace. So it should only take us an hour and 15 minutes is what we saw. But there were 2 different signs. One said 3 hours and one said 1 hour. So hopefully it's only the 1 hour.
There we go. Now we see that the longer walk is a mountain view trail. So that's why it was going to take so long. It's a lot more scenic. So we're going the normal path. It's like a gravel path up the mountain here. And it should be a lot quicker, probably easier too for us. And unfortunately it started raining. So we're going to need something a little bit quicker anyways. Unfortunately, it's really raining now, and the clouds have moved in over all of the views, so we can't really see anything, but this would have been an incredible lookout over here. Oh, there's even like a bench up here where you can sit and look out over the mountains in the valley, but the clouds have moved in so densely that you can't really see anything.
We just finished our hike and made it up to Mürren. And so honestly, there's a lot more up here than we were expecting. We thought it would just be a couple houses, but there's tons of stores and restaurants. Some like chain restaurants and grocery stores are up here too, little small ones. It's a little more touristy and populated than I was expecting, but still really cute. It's up in the mountains. We have beautiful views looking down on the valley and of the mountains all around us.
We have been in the rain the entire hike too, so it has not been ideal. And we brought a picnic with us as well, and so now it's pouring up here, and so we're not entirely sure where we're gonna be able to eat the picnic. But it ended up taking about an hour to get up here. It was a beautiful hike the whole way. But yeah, we did not need to pack as much food as we thought because there are co-ops and grocery stores up here that you could stop in as well. I don't know how the prices maybe would differ because it's already really expensive up here anyways, just in general in Switzerland. But up in the mountains, I'm sure it's got to be more because they got to truck things up here. But you have a lot of beautiful alpine buildings and houses and stuff here. So it's really, really neat. We wish we had a little bit better weather. From Mürren, we took a funicular up to Allmendhubel, and up here there's like a really cool kids playground, and you're just higher up into the mountains. It also looks like Mürren's a big like ski resort, and so you can rent a lot of ski gear down there. And I'm sure like in the wintertime you can like come up here, and then there's ski mountains. I see a lot of like ski lifts and everything up here, but mostly we came here for the playground so that our little nephew can run around and play for a little while. But it's really, really pretty up here. It was again 28 francs for 2 people to go round trip back down to Mürren. So, you know, it's a little bit pricey, but it is kind of a cool view up here. There's a little restaurant and things. I would never recommend actually eating up here because it's gonna be so expensive. But really cool views. Great place for little kids to run around and.
And rain. It's hot. I mean, dry is dry.
So this is what we brought. We got bread, some chocolate, cheese, salami, olives, chips, pate, and hummus. And we found a little hut on the playground to stand inside out of the rain. We're making this a little home just to eat our lunch in here. But this is definitely the way to do it. If you can, bring some food up from the grocery store. It's gonna be way cheaper. And we're making a little picnic inside of this little playground, a little lodge.
All around us right now are just these incredible views of the mountains. So tall, and so many of them are snow-capped and really cliffy. And one of these is the Jungfrau Mountain, which is the tallest mountain that you can go up to, where there's James Bond scene there, and so it's supposed to be really cool. We're not doing that today, but we're trying to figure out which mountain it is. And then also all around here we occasionally hear little bells, which is the cows. They all have little bells on their, they have like collars basically, and they all have bells on. That's just like a Swiss tradition for all of the cows, so it's just so magical.
After spending a while up here, it's time to head back down, and we don't have to scan our tickets or anything. We just come in and just hop on the, what's this thing called again? The funicular, and head back down. We're heading back down now. We're going to do the hike to the train that we came up on. And I will say this one is so much more pleasurable now that it's completely stopped raining and the clouds have cleared up in the mountains. We can actually see all the amazing views coming back down the mountain that we missed earlier when we were coming up, because we can actually see the mountains this time. You can also see down into the valley and see just the carpeting green hill, or the green grass over the mountains, and then all of the buildings all over it. This is one of the most incredible places and one of our absolute favorite places in the world, because it is so true to the postcards of Switzerland that you see and that you would hope that it is. It is extremely touristy, I will say that, but going on hikes like this when you can get away from the tourists, when most people take the train, and going up, it is so pleasant when the weather actually cooperates with you.
Especially with kids, I think this hasn't been too bad. It's kind of flat the whole way, but beautiful views all around the whole time. Oh, favorite place ever.
We're back down in Lauterbrunnen now, and this is where our Airbnb is. In Lauterbrunnen, we didn't get to really show it because we did get back so late last night, but it is the most picturesque, incredible village deep in this valley with these amazing, massive cliffs on either side with huge waterfalls just cascading over the sides. And our Airbnb It actually overlooks the biggest, like most famous waterfall in the background, and it is just the most cool, or it's just the coolest thing to wake up to and see and hear out of our windows at night.
And you can hear the little cowbells in the distance too. It's so picturesque and cute. So it's been really fun getting to be here in this beautiful scenic place and all the nature, and then getting to be in that such a cute little picturesque French city yesterday. So really fun drive from Germany down here to Switzerland.
Yeah, it's so cool to see these postcard places and see if these places really exist in Europe, the ones that you hope and imagine. So we really hope that you enjoyed this video and getting to see kind of what I think is almost like the best of France and the best of Switzerland. But we'll show more of Lauterbrunnen and more of this area tomorrow in our videos as we go explore some more. So thanks so much for watching, guys. We hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, please go ahead and hit that like button and also subscribe so that you can keep up with more of our adventures, and we would love to have you travel with us.
Bye.